Okay, jumping right into today's video, where it's going to be a review of Super Mario Wonder, obviously. And so bear with me, it's my first review, so if I miss anything or if I screw anything up, please bear with me, it'll get better with time. But jumping right in, the story of Super Mario Wonder, like most Mario games, isn't very compelling, you could say. It's a Mario game, you don't really come there for the story, but as it is, the plot is Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy all engage on like a giant grand adventure with Toad, Yoshi, and all are all invited, and they go to the neighboring Flower Kingdom by its ruler Prince Florin to see the demonstration of the Wonder Flowers, and it's a great treasure and it can warp reality and shit like that. And the Bowser takes the flowers, and then you gotta go get the flowers or some shit like that. It's not a very great story. It's a Mario game, you don't really stay for the story, because it's 90% gameplay, 10% story. But jumping right into the gameplay, this has been I wouldn't say the biggest change to Mario, because it's still the same old-fashioned Mario formula, just reinvented in a whole new way. So many new power-ups, so many unique areas, interesting revamps on some characters. Overall, the gameplay experience is just fantastic. This new badge system is amazing. I love the one where you can increase your jump height in the float one. The double kick one when you're in water is incredibly fun to use when you're in water levels. It's just overall just a very interesting experience and just a good change up of the traditional Mario formula. Overall, this thing is just a revamp revamping and increasing the understanding of what a Mario game could be. Just a quick summary of some of the new power-ups. You got the Mario, the elephant one. You got the bubble flower, and lastly, the reality flower thing that basically gives you the powers of one of the enemies in the stage or something like that. I have used that one the least, but it has introduced some of the most overall gameplay changes, and given the stages you find them in. It's really interesting idea. I prefer more traditional power-ups. I really liked the drill mushroom. Drill power-up. I just thought that was a really fun change to the gameplay. It adds some stealth elements, new way to traverse the maps. Overall, I thought that was incredibly cool. Same reason why I liked the bubble flower. You can, if you throw them strategically enough, you can really use it like Cappy, throw out a bubble and to increase the distance you can jump. I think it's just adds a bunch of new fun ways to traverse levels, try to speedrun levels. I think this Super Mario Wonder did a great job of adding new fun ways to traverse levels, different ways to complete levels in a different way than we used to in the past. And I think this game has done a very good job of giving us some new ideas, giving us something new to work with other than another Tanuki suit or the pea flowers. Any other ways we've done this in the past, this has been fantastic. I think this is one of the more well done times that they've revamped traversal in some fashion with power-ups. I know in the past we had the cat suit and we had the squirrel suit in games past, but I think these ones have done a better job overall with incorporating them inside the game, because you don't necessarily have to use any of these except when the stages when they're first introduced. You can realistically use any of these power-ups to traverse a level, and it'll change the way you've played it. So you can go back with these different power-ups and complete the level in a completely different way than you had before. It just really keeps the game really fresh and unique, making it feel like every single time you could play this stage again and you'll still beat the stage, but it'll be in a completely different way. So at the end of the day, it makes each level feel incredibly unique and even more well designed than they already are, because these stages are fantastic. Some of my favorite stages were the badge challenges. It's just so unique in such a fun, new, and interesting way that Nintendo is designing these levels. It's truly masterful. It's just amazing. They're visually interesting. The design choices that they went with have been fantastic. The last thing I want to cover in the gameplay section is the world maps. They're just amazing set pieces to wander around in. Being able to, traverse in some spots, look at stores, find secrets, then pop onto the dotted line to actually keep yourself on track. I think is just a really fun design, and it looks fantastic on portable mode and docked. And overall, I think the world map is probably one of the best world maps we've ever had. Moving on to performance. Super Mario Wonder runs at 1080p 60 FPS in docked mode and 720p in portable mode. It uses dynamic resolution scaling, so it can drop all the way down to 864p which is 80% of 1080p, but is relatively uncommon and usually only applies to like the overworld and when you're at the world map and stuff. But it uses that to help maintain the 60 FPS that the game runs at, which is amazing. This is probably one of the best performing games it's Mario, so like this isn't hard to run, but it runs amazingly. Haven't had a single crash, and I did majority of my playtime though, not on an actual Switch, but on Ryujinx on my Steam Deck, and it runs fairly good. I haven't done a lot of in-depth testing to get it to run better. Right now I got it at 30 FPS, so it's not running perfectly, but I'm sure with enough tweaks I could probably get it to work, fully properly in time. But I did play the game on an actual Switch, so I do know how it runs, how it feels on that too. Just I spent most of my time on my Steam Deck playing the game because I wanted to use my Steam Deck more because I recently acquired it. And so the game overall on the Steam Deck runs great. Not at full speed, but it's so close. It's so close to being playable and stuff like that. But on the actual Switch, it runs really well. One of the better running Switch games this year. We've seen crazy just whiplash with games running really good and running really bad on the Switch as of late. And I'm really excited to see how well Hogwarts Legacy runs when that comes out in November. Moving on to the more opinion-forward segment of this review, this Mario game is probably the best 2D Mario game on the Switch. Not counting any of the games on, NSO, Mario 3, Super Mario Bros. Advance, all of those games. Out of all the games, on the Mario games on Switch, probably one of the best ones, if I'm being honest. It's hard to say if this is better than Super Mario Odyssey, but amongst all the 2D Marios, this is the best 2D Mario game I've played in a very long time, and I definitely see myself coming back to playing this one multiple times through, because I blitzed through this game to make this review. So I didn't get all the Wonder Seeds or all the Wonder Flowers or some shit like that. I didn't get all the collectibles. Didn't buy all the stuff with the purple coins and stuff, and I feel like this puts Mario's best foot forward for when we get another 2D Mario game. This game is fucking amazing. It is beautiful. It is a lot of fun. My uncle just fucking loves this game. He was so excited to see this game, and it's got him back into 2D Mario games. He bought Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which I told him not to because it's just a giant meh of a game. But this Super Mario Wonder's got him that Super Mario, bug bite on him. He's addicted. He needs to, re-up on his addiction of Mario. So he went and bought all of the Mario games and shit like that. So hopefully he's not too disappointed with that. But this is just a fantastic 2D Mario game, and I highly recommend it to anybody out there who has a Switch. Honestly, this is so much fun. Multiplayer is amazing. They fixed the multiplayer. You can't just throw your friends off the side anymore. There's no collision. It's fantastic. It's truly a fantastic 2D Mario game, and one of the best 2D Mario games we've gotten in a very, very long time. I can't recommend it more. It gets a solid 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. I won't be giving every single game in the future a rating like that. I feel like that, rating it in such a way is my overall askew opinions of future releases. But this is a 10 out of 10 game, if I'm being honest. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it, especially as the Christmas season is coming. I know I might have a lot of younger viewers, but this would make a perfect present. Or if you have somebody in your life who has a Switch, this is they don't already own this, get them this. It's amazing. It's really hard to go wrong with this game, and Like I've said 1,000 times already, I can't recommend it more. It's fantastic. Go get it today. That's it. This is my first review. Leave a comment down below if you have any qualms, any question, comments, or concerns about my review. I would be as you know, I'm in the comments, reading them all the time. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All the other social media garbage down below. And have a nice day.